赛前练习，场上热身球员请回球队席。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Macau Stadium for Seri Mutiara Cup International Basketball Tournament 2019. The match are between Macau and Macau Red Bears. Let's enjoy the game. 欢迎观众朋友们来到大马篮球世界体育馆，即将观看2018年世界杯国际篮球邀请赛。本场比赛由马来西亚第一队介绍澳门飞行队。现在为各位介绍双球员入场。 Now let's meet the teams. First, Macau Red Bear. 首先介绍澳门飞行队，1号中卫 Anthony Carter， 6号中卫骆永轩，8号Ryan Robbins， 10号中卫Nick McNeil， 11号李江伟，13号中卫马明凯。 15号当队里雷神于以阳，20号当队里有 Red 金伟德，21号当队外严子世，25号当队外刘富豪，27号当队内刘占坤，40号当队内刘继芳，还有队主教练 Head Coach 穆建新。让我们热烈掌声欢迎第5队马来西亚金曲队。 Your ready for the Macau Macau. 2号中卫Seri Mutiara Cup。4号中卫胡平君，9号丹麦Junior11号中卫王毅豪，13号中卫曾子峰，14号中卫Peter John，18号中卫Jack Higgins。 23号的团队队刘伟龙，24号当团队严宝峰，31号当团队JJ Avila，44号当团队Anthony Walker，71号当团队王伟勇，大家是第1队主教练 Head Coach Ryan Lester， 教练 Coach 邓国兴，中球员相互握手示意 ，Going to shake hands。 全体周年并交换纪念品。3 minutes， 距离比赛开始还有3分钟。下面介绍本场比赛执法的3位裁判。Now we introduce the referee, coaching 主裁判 Miss Seri Mutiara from USA。第1副裁判是umpire Miss 田孝文 from China。第2副裁判是刚刚umpire Mr. 杨伟章 from Malaysia。
A very warm welcome to the 4th edition of the Seri Mutiara Cup. We are at the Maba Stadium in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. This is a tournament that is serving as a regular pre-season tournament for the ABL season. Results already today: Texas beating Fubon Braves 93-90. This is a Group A clash about to come up between Negri Sembilan Matrix against the Black Bears from Macau. They're in a group alongside Partizan and KCC Aegis, who played earlier today. Aegis from South Korea winning 86-80. So let's see what the Matrix can do. They are in the white. The Black Bears are in the black, as you'd imagine. Mislan Al-Azam is my colour commentator for today. It's been a good day's basketball so far, but the crowd are here to see if the Matrix can compete against some top-notch opponents.
Yeah, we've been having served by a great basketball game so far, as always in this Seri Mutiara Cup for this year. And then this is the 4th game for today, so we're hopeful that another great game going to be delivered between these two teams.
For the Matrix, 6 imports allowed on the court today. I know you've got a little something to say about that. A lot of Malaysian players sitting on the bench.
For Seri Mutiara, I think NS Matrix, they want to give not much as pressure on the local players, so they're going to give a lot of pressure on the foreigner. But we can see actually there's 2 local players for NS Matrix starting the game for them. So number 11 Yi Hao and also Wei Yong, Ong Wei Yong, number 71 starting for the NS Matrix.
Early start is on, and Matrix with the earlier possession. First ball won by Anthony Walker, and outside is Jock. Rebound underneath from Avia, and the first foul of the game. And a bright old star from the Matrix, who are looking a big, strong side, not only in height but physical presence as well, Mislam.
Here you can see how Avila actually grabbed the ball out of Macau players. He got the size advantage and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Avia from the line for the first point of the game. Two for two. Good clean start for Avia, good clean start for the Matrix. Partizan and KCC Aegis set a very, very good standard as Macau, who are getting ready for the ABL season. 1 or 2 familiar faces for those of you who follow that league. Outside, the shot is way, way short from Rai Katong, and turnover comes the way of Wei Yong. Wei Yong then throws it out. So pre-season, got to get your game face on, and 1 or 2 early errors.
A little bit miscommunication between Ong Wei Yong and Anthony Walker, way off.
McKinney goes round the outside, puts it outside. Tucker steps in, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's short, and there's some good rebounding going on beneath the boards by Anthony Walker. Ong starts the play. Avia, long reach and a layup off the glass for 2. And he looks like he's got the size and height to really worry Lai Kai-tong.
Yeah, surprisingly, Macau is actually they're using the gun for the foreign slot, so advantage for the NS Matrix in terms of the post player.
McKinney. Well, he stumbled, he fell, he then grabbed the ball. It's all very untidy at the moment from Macau. Inbound will go the way of the Black Bears. McKinney it is who'll step out. Tucker was able to get himself almost under the rim. The outside shot for 3, in and out. Tucker first to the ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock as McKinney lays it up, and it's another shot that's gone missing for the Black Bears. It's been nearly 2 minutes now, and a dunk with authority to get us underway from Anthony Walker. Tucker starts again outside for 3. Again, it's in and out. The possession will go the way of the Bears.
There was a quick 3 by Anthony Tucker, a really quick shot by him. There's still a lot of time left in the shot clock, but it's going to be 40-second shot clock for the Macau Black Bear.
Big 2 from Anthony Walker up at the other end as possession is nearly thrown away. Watkins not got into the game. McKinney out wide for Tucker for 3. They're on the board at last. 3 points for the Black Bears, and no matter the standard, the first points always make you feel just that little bit better.
A much better choice option for Anthony Tucker just now, his 3-point shot.
Ong throws away. Tucker, he's got support inside. Nathan Yu was available. Tucker just lays up for a nice little 2.
Tucker showing his potential. He's a world-class level, this American player. We all, I think Malaysian fans, actually very familiar with Anthony Tucker.
Avia from outside for 3. It was Avia who Tucker just gently dinked over. Tucker, lovely quick pass and a real spurt of points from love 6 to 7-6 in the twinkling of an eye. 2 points in from Nathan Yu. Long outside from Walker for 3. McKinney. Good bright start. Tucker underneath will draw the foul and get the 2 as well. And they've certainly put a lot of points on the board in double quick time, the Black Bears.
Not a very smart move by Yihao. Tried to help his teammate, but that bad reaching for giving Watkins the 2-point shot and 1 extra free throw.
He'll go to the line. Our score is wrong, by the way. Our score is wrong. 3-point play. Avia throws the ball away, and that's a couple of miscommunications already in the first 3:37 of this first stanza. Macau leading Negri Sembilan Matrix by 10-9. Early stages. Tucker finds Nathan Yu. Tucker underneath. McKinney looks for the big man Watkins. Outside is Tucker, who's travelled a long way around the floor to pick up this ball. Goes for the 3. Tucker in and out, and Jock picks up an easy board. Looks for Ong, and Tucker is quick enough to get back and fancy behind the back stuff. It's almost like it's his own court for Tucker. Charging into Avia. Good strength from Avia. It stopped the drive from Katong. Jock outside. For the Black Bears, it's all about getting chemistry ready for the ABL. For the Matrix, it's all about learning who's who. Foul conceded by Jock.
Well, NS Matrix actually feel a few familiar faces from last year's tournament, but there are also a few new guys. Even for the locals, the NS Matrix is actually a different team that play in the Argo Cup and play in the Seri Mutiara Cup last year.
Indeed, it's a massive difference to the Agong Cup team. They are the defending Malaysian champions, Matrix. But this is a different kind of tournament altogether. 3 ASEAN teams, 5 from around the region, and Texas All-Stars, not exactly around the region, as McKinney goes out wide. McKinney outside for 3. Off the rim, he hasn't got his range yet, and Jock. Corbin in the game for the first time, as is the big man, Jamil Roberts. Roberts to Avia, lovely play, another dunk from Anthony Walker.
Nice ball movement shown by the NS Matrix here. Walker freely underneath the basket for that easy slam dunk.
McKinney, oh, well, Roberts is being called for the foul there. He didn't move the arm, but he caught the man.
McKinney able to throw the fake shot as Roberts tried to block the shot and fall over McKinney, able to get a contact and 2 free throws for McKinney.
Derek King steps in for the first time, former NCAA player. Good for his first points, Mike McKinney. Two for McKinney. And a narrow lead for Macau as we just go past the midway point of the first quarter. Roberts. That's going to be a real battle. Roberts and Watkins, they're tangling arms as they go underneath. Watkins does well, gets the steal. As Diok. Look for the opportunity outside McKinney. Fakes the 3, little jumper, rejected. Anthony Walker having a big game so far, but the 3 from outside by Mike McKinney.
It doesn't matter whether you're able to block his shot. He's going to take the shot. McKinney, the Asian Heritage MVP for last year EBL.
Showing exactly why. Roberts looking for support. He's got it with Tyrell Corbin. Roberts versus Watkins again. Roberts somehow holds on to the ball. There's hands all over that basketball. And in the end, it'll be an inbound for the Matrix.
Only 2 seconds shot clock left because the ball is still in NS Matrix possession. It's going to be a jump ball. Good defense here shown by Lai Katong.
Corbin outside for 3. As the shot clock buzzer goes, it's short, and so it's a 15-11 lead for the Black Bears. After a loose opening 2.5 minutes, have turned on the points. Lai, another outside shot, fails. Avia picks up the board. Under pressure from Derek King. Avia, lovely fake. Suddenly there was free air on the baseline, 2 points.
Yeah, you see the nice fake move here to his left, and then the defender was confused a little bit, just enough space for Avia to get a 2-point shot.
Tucker outside, King. Quick feet from King. Always quick from Tucker and McKinney. The swivel under the bucket, another ejection. Oh, it's been called against Jamil Roberts. Nearly perfect, not quite. Second personal against Roberts.
Yeah, you see Robert, even though got that block, but his body contact moving forward against McKinney. Jalil Roberts penalized with that fall, personal fall.
Second personal for Roberts.
Oh, that was quick.
McKinney from the line again. Well, they're posing big questions. We knew they would. McKinney's 4 for 4 from the foul line. 4 of his 7 points. Leading all scorers, Roberts. Outside jumper for 3 off the rim. And in nicely done from Juk.
Juk has a nice stroke. I think he got his second 3-pointer for the game.
Underneath Watkins off the glass. Easy pickup for Avia, who throws possession away and then nearly wins it back. Tucker gets a knock to the head. McKinney outside for 3. It's no good, but it's won back by Tucker. Shows good agility. Sorry, by Watkins. This is Tucker, who always will show agility. McKinney drives the lane. Corbin tries to strip him. Again, another 3 fails. Avia eventually picks up possession. Good hands from Avia. Walker. An attempted alley-oop, and Roberts can't get control. Really rather untidy. And the Bears leading 17-16 with possession. 1:50 in this first quarter. Outside Tucker. Well played Watkins under immense pressure. A 2 for Watkins. And a timeout has been called by Negri Sembilan Matrix.
Another quick three-point shot by Anthony Tucker. Luckily, Watkins was there to grab that offensive rebound and pull back the basket for a Macau Black Bear.
It's been an interesting first quarter in the Matrix came out firing. Then there was a stellar comeback from the Black Bears. The Matrix have suddenly kept themselves in it, 16-19 down. Let's see if we can hear what's going on in the huddle.
Run motion and go side to side. On the roll, we're going to find the big guy. On the roll, we're going to find the big guy. 2 and 3, we're going to get Doc coming up there. That's the Mix it up. If it's a rebound, it's run motion. If it's a dead ball,
Mike McKinney, 7 points for him. So what's the general message in the early stages?
I think NS Matrix has the size advantage. However, Macau, they are a very high-octane offensive team. Even though any possession made by NS Matrix, Macau Black Bear always has the answer.
And they're playing very, very quick shots as well. And winning the ball back in double quick time. That's Mark in the game for the first time. McKinney again, little jumper. Roberts picks up his rebound. Walker and Avia in transition. Corbin out wide for 3. He misses and can't get there for the second opportunity. Watkins scrambles it clear. Kane Mark steps outside, steps inside. Bounce pass underneath for Watkins and the foul against Avia. Good work coming from the Bears. There's a good understanding already for them.
Came out former NCAA player giving a nice drop pass to Watkins. Even though he couldn't convert it, he still got a chance. 2 free throws for Ryan Watkins.
Well, he's 1 for 3 from the foul line. One for 4. Well, your big man, he may win the fouls, but you've got to convert the points to make it worth the while. Roberts outside. Jock, a real spring to him. Roberts, little jumper, yet to get his range, and the possession against Anthony Walker. Possession to the Black Bears into the final 60 seconds of the quarter. Size over mobility is the equation in the first quarter. McKinney, always on the move. Big rejection from Anthony Walker. 3-on-2 fast break is on. Jock outside, Corbin steps in. Can't get the shot away. And the out of bounds. Possession will go to the Matrix.
Good move here actually by Kobe, but also good defense by Macau. I thought the referee actually give that away because they might miss.
Oh, he nearly overstretched it, but a third big slam dunk coming in from Anthony Walker. 6 points for him. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Mark, Corbin, not quite ankles. McKinney outside for 3. Great way to end the quarter. And it'll be a 22-18 lead for the Macau Black Bears of the ABL in this opening Seri Mutiara Cup match.
Yeah, despite the height and size advantage, NS Matrix says they don't actually fully utilize that one. Meanwhile, for Macau Black Bear, they have the speed. They're playing very fast, aggressive defense, forcing the turnovers for the NS Matrix, and they always got an answer for the NS Matrix Macau Black Bear.
It was a bright start from Avia and Kojo Avia with 2 of his 6 points. And in the early stages, Black Bears couldn't buy a point, and we saw Anthony Walker, like in the slam dunk, And then after a couple of scruffy plays, McKinney and Tucker found their range. Tucker for 3, and they were suddenly up and running, the Bears.
Yeah, Tucker, once again, he showed his capability making this a runner, a jumper, teardrop. But then this is the size advantage that NS Matrix has. Just pound the ball inside, giving it to the big man. Walker easily can slam the ball. And then very nice move here shown by Avaya, faking his left side and then open a space for him. Surprisingly for me, Peter George actually can knock down the 3-point shot. Here, once again, Walker with his leaping ability. So NS Matrix actually not using their advantages to their fully potential. So it's going to be very interesting towards the rest of the game.
Certainly is. That was an interesting half-time cameo there, because it looked like the Matrix were playing really good, fluent basketball, but they're not really. They were the genuine highlights. Most of the free-flowing work has come from the Black Bears. They lead by 22-18. They've got the game's top scorer on 10 points, Mike McKinney. Anthony Tucker with 5, Ryan Watkins with 5. Nathan Hughes contributed 2 for the Negri Sembilan Matrix, and stepping in for the very first time is Jeff Veens, the Filipino stepping in. The main stat for me for the Matrix is Jamil Roberts currently on 2 personal fouls in the first quarter. Outside from Mark. Walker. Onto Corbin. Terrell Corbin, lovely pace on the pass. Avia just outside the paint. Corbin again, good pace work, and outside from Jock for 3.
His third 3-point shot of the night, Jock. I mean, look at him open the 3-point shot. No hesitation for him to take that 3-point shot.
Important as well, it's reduced the deficit to just 1 point. Nathan Yu outside to Tucker, who's played well within himself in the opening stanza. Lay, it's thrown away by Lay, and a good possession ends rather frustratingly.
The Macau Black Bear needs to reduce the unforced turnover, not giving NS Matrix any chance to get into this game.
Vines and Corbin playing with their own basketball. Avia, those long arms outside to Vines, who's outside. That's a bit of carelessness by the Filipino. So 2 careless losses of possession. Turnovers can hurt you. Ma makes it 3 in a row. Corbin, Bjerns for 3. Good range.
You know he can make that shot, the big shot by Bjerns. The transition 3-point shot is very, very deadly.
That's 4 threes have been raining in by the Matrix, and there's again an out of bounds play.
Another unforced turnover.
It's all very casual. There's a very relaxed atmosphere out on the court at the moment.
Yeah, but the new spacing of the FIBA court is actually, they don't have at least much of space. So players need to be aware at that short corner area.
It is very tight into the corners. Corbin starts the play again. Movement from Avia. Walker thought of playing interference. Tucker versus Bjerns. Bjerns for 3. Oh, lovely shot up and over the outstretched arm of Anthony Tucker.
The back-to-back 3-point shot for Bjerns. He's not even playing in the first quarter, and he's heating up in the second quarter.
That's very wayward. Avia. Jock. 4 from downtown. And the timeout has been called by Macau. Let's just stop this momentum. That's the reason for this timeout.
NS Matrix doesn't need that size advantage because they can knock the shot from the outside. Back-to-back 3-point shot by NS Matrix.
So Macau are being hit by a bit of a burst of threes, as you say, from a 22-18 lead. You got bang, 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 bang. Suddenly you're 8 points adrift.
A barrage of three-pointer by Anas Matthews. We know Burns can hit that outside shot. Peter George surprising all of us with his shooting form and accuracy from his deep range.
So free-flowing points. McKinney under pressure from Burns. Gets a three-point effort, and they are raining threes. Are those nets a bit bigger than normal or something? Because they're certainly finding nothing but net. McKinney up to 13 points. Walker, he's been spectacular as well. Jock underneath Revere. That's a more traditional layup, if you don't mind.
Very good ball movement shown by the Anas Matthews. Once you able to hit that outside shot, you're going to create space inside the paint, underneath the basket for yourself.
Now the foul is being called, I think, against Anthony Walker, which will be his first personal. Sorry, it's gone against Jock. So his first personal. McKinney outside, Avia. He plays a very understated role whenever we see him play. Does Joe Avia. Quick hands, Walker. Oh, Vine's really good, just couldn't complete it. Avia, brilliant, brilliant work from Joe Avia. Nearly took out the cheerleaders at the same time. Not a word of apology.
It's all game. So Via's almost, and then unable to get a hold of the basketball. The turnovers.
7-point ball game. Watkins outside. He tries the three. The big man. Oh my word! It's raining threes. Hallelujah. Ryan Watkins found himself in splendid isolation. Viens blocked off. The foul will go against Nathan Yu, his first. Not in the act of shooting, so it'll just be an inbound.
We know that Macau Black Bear is actually a very high-octane offensive team, but I don't even expect he can make a three-point shot. Number 8, Ryan Watkins.
Fadeaway jumper, beautifully put in by Jock. 34-28. Tucker, time, and well, for once it doesn't drop. Watkins rejected by Jamil Roberts. Jock throws it away. McKinney behind the back. Watkins over Jamil. He'll like that one. Double digits for Watkins. Double digits for Jeff Vines as well. Or 9 anyway. Just 3 in a row. Oh, another 3. This one buried by Nathan Yu. His first 3.
Kuala Lumpur is raining tonight with three-point shot.
It is a remarkable shot percentage success. Seven successful threes come in from the Matrix.
And 5 from Macau. So it's 12 three-point shot made.
And we're barely midway through the second stanza. Tucker. 37-33, the overall score. That's thrown away by Tucker.
That's a rare turnover mistakes by Tucker. Usually he's much more composed.
It's all build up to the bigger league stuff of the ABL for the the Long Lions as well as the Macau Black Bears, who are under a new name this year. McKinney, spin, turn, layup, 2.
McKinney, what a nice move here. Trying to force the defender Vians, but he know he got the space there with that spin move and an easy 2-point shot for McKinney.
That's the good transition of hands as well. Vians trying to lay up over McKinney. He says, how can I be fouling if he's turned his back into me? He's still asking the question. But he'll go to the line for 2, will Jeff Vines. First foul against Mike McKinney. Now he's in double digits. It's premature, not by long. Spins in and out. Watkins with a big rebound ahead of Joe Avia. Watkins, inside of him, he's got Nathan Yu. Watkins, very wayward, and Jamil won it, then lost it, and wins it back. Corbin. Jock, quick transition. Vians wasn't on. Avia. Vians, lovely movement off the ball from Jeff Vians. The layup for 2.
Vians surveying the court, trying to find a space. Here you see Stucker sleeping, and he able to cut. He get a pass and easy 2-point shot for Vians.
12 points for Jeff Vians. 40-35 as Watkins looks outside. McKinney steps inside, the layup over Jamil. Avia wins the second ball, it breaks to Jock. He's surrounded by Black Bears and can't get it away, but the foul will go against Liu Jihao.
I thought so. McKinney venting his frustrating to the referee, and he got a technical foul. A little bit too aggressive here, McKinney. The reason being why he got a technical foul, because the referee actually let the game play before that, because he actually blocking the pass of the player, and then he complaining to the ref. That's why is it the foul. So technical foul to McKinney, a 2-point shot and a possession for the NS Matrix.
Jock goes to the line. 15 points leading all scorers at the moment to Jock. That's for the technical and the possession.
Only
so just the one, yeah, I thought it was 2 as well. Yeah, it is 2. It is 2. Yeah.
You were right. Is it? Or is he talking about it?
Yeah. And possession as well after that.
And Macau Black Bear also in over the limit for the team foul. They got 6 team foul right now in the second quarter.
With plenty of time to go as well. Jock makes it a 2 from 2. So there were the 2, and then there was the technical.
Yep.
And this, so it's 3 from 3 and possession. Just solving that one. So there was the original foul, 2 from the line.
And the technical foul with the 1 free throw. Indeed. And the possession.
So 43-35 lead. 8 points is as big a gap as the Matrix have had. Vians. Thought Avia was going to try his luck from 3-point range there. Jamil Roberts steps inside Watkins and can't lay it over the big guy. Tucker in transition. Quickly back into their defensive areas though. And Vians has an easy pick-up off the glass. Jock again from outside. For once it fails. Roberts. Head and shoulders. And possession goes the way of the Black Bears.
Oh, the referee let the play. The game's going. Robert just couldn't control the basketball here. And I think he slipped. It was unintentional. So no foul there.
Well, he's looking up to say, surely there's got to be some foul there. Certainly not on the first one, it was all ball. The second one perhaps from Liu, but they've got away with it. Just 1 team foul against the Matrix, 6, as you say, against the Black Bears. So any chance Transgression from them will send Matrix to the line. Tucker from outside, another three reigns in. His second in an 8-point haul. Björns, the fake. That's his fourth, 15 already for Jeff Burns, and he only stepped on the floor at the start of this second quarter.
He can't miss in this quarter.
Outside, Nathan Yu, he can miss. Decides to go inside to Watkins. Big block coming in there from Avia. I'm not sure if he'll go down in the stats as a block, but he's certainly got a hand on it. And the alley-oop for Anthony Walker.
And the crowd goes berserk. We all thought that the pass was too high, but not a problem for Walker.
Quick feet as well from Walker. As he looks after Tucker. And now the Matrix are beginning to make their height advantage tell. Tucker, it'll be a 2. Jock with the board under pressure from Nathan Yu. 150 remaining. Jock ducks under Watkins. And Walker hangs off the rim, but forgot to take the ball with him. Tucker starts again. Lovely relaxed style, Anthony Tucker. Outside to Nathan Yu for 3. Second 3 for Nathan. 8 points in all.
And Nathan Yu is actually a Hong Kong Canadian player, being part of the Macau Black Bay EBL team. Wide open for the 3-point shot, Nathan Yu.
The assist for Tucker, 48-41. High scoring game, not too many fouls. Avia, a layup for 2 for Joe Avia. He does a consistent job every time he goes onto the floor. Double digits for Avia, 50 points in the first. Avia tries to work on Watkins and comes away with the scrappy possession. Björns to Jock, steps it up, and Anthony Walker, showboating stuff from the Matrix.
Another highlight reel for the Anna's Metis. Jock with an off-the-block pass to Anthony Walker, and Macau Black Bay has enough. They call the timeout to discuss the team.
Terrific stuff. Macau's second timeout of this first quarter. They trail by 11. They've got to do something.
Go on the first free screen on this one about
2 very different moods in the camp. Mislan Al-Azam alongside me in the commentary box, and it's going nicely for the Matrix. They're able to showboat late in the second quarter.
They're leading by 11 points right now, as you can see in the huddle. The coach of the Macau, I think Lucas Pang, keep talking to Anthony Tucker because he knows that Anthony Tucker is the leader. He's the engine of this Macau Black Bear team. Personally, I don't like he's taking too many quick 3. He's only 2 out of 8 from the 3-point line.
It did work earlier on. It's not working so far now. Tucker's got McKimmie. There's 36 seconds on the clock at the end of this first half. Watkins, Tucker, as you say, looking to take control. Outside to Nathan Yu, drives the lane. Forced to come outside to Liu for 3. In and out, and Jock, and they'll have 20 seconds. They can take their time to set up this play. 11 points the lead. as Ong Wei-yong steps in. Falls backwards, Avia drives the lanes and lays it up eventually under intense pressure, Avia. And the steal at the end of the quarter. Joe Avia, he has epitomized the spirit of the Matrix, and they lead by 13 at the half.
A good pass by Ong Wei-yong, releasing the ball before the pressure are coming from the Macau Black Bear.
Half-time, Negri Sembilan Matrix 52, Macau Black Bears 41. A very warm welcome back to the Mabo Indoor Arena. It's the 4th Mutiara Cup, and we've got a real scoring fest going on between Negri Sembilan Matrix and Macau Black Bears. Negri Sembilan in the white, they are the home team. They are on home court, and they've blown Macau away 54-41, Mislan. And they started well. Then Macau found their range. Anthony Tucker and McKinney in particular looked like Macau were going to come right back into it. And then Negri Sembilan just, well, in the second half in particular, second quarter in particular, were able to just drain three-pointers at will.
Especially when Vince comes in, he could give a lot of firepower to the Besides that, the surprising here, it was a nice move by Barry, but the most important telling you, we got a nice form here and he made a 3-point shot. And he jumped over to get 3 points?
4 3-point. He's 4 for 5 shooting from outside. And Anthony Walker has also had a great deal of fun. Double digits for him, a couple of big slam dunks for him, but it's the Jock 4 for 5 shooting from outside. And on transition, Jack Viernes comes in into the second quarter and he goes bang, 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 lays down 3 big threes. And just the scoring for the Matrix, we talked about their physicality, but their outside shooting has just killed the Black Bears.
Yeah, these 2 guys, John and also Pierce. Here you see the back, the 3-point shot. A 9-0 run easy by the Anna Magic. And once you're able to hit an open jump from the outside, you're going to open up all the space inside when you cut. You see a few times they cut and then easy basket twice for Biela underneath the basket.
The Black Bears, of course, they've got quality outside. They've got Nathan Yu who can drain the 3, and they've been pretty impressive from downtown as well. They're 8 for 27 shooting from 3-point range. Matrix 8 for 12 shooting from 3-point land. That is a remarkable statistic to be 67%. And Vines looks for Avia. I've loved the work of Avia there. Just he waited and waited and waited, those long arms picking out Jeff Vines. And there, the alley-oop for Walker. That's the exclamation point on a fine first half performance by the Matrix.
Anthony Walker, he's the highlight reel for the NS Matrix. And here, but Bela doing all the dirty work, all the hard work for the NS Matrix as they actually get a 13-point lead in the first half.
And that didn't seem like it would be possible, and that's without the big man, Jameel Roberts, really being heavily involved in the game. Top scorers, Dujoc with 17, Jeff Viernes with 15, 12 for Joe Avia, 10 for Anthony Walker. What a 10 they've been for the Black Bears. You've had 15 for Michael McKinney, and Ryan Watkins has picked himself up 10, 8 for Nathan Yu, and 8 for Anthony Tucker as well. But it's 3 points is what it's all about. 16 3-pointers in all.
The key stats here, that's actually the field goal attempt for both teams. Macau actually attempted 27 3-point shots compared to...
I can hardly hear. I can hardly hear Razvan. I talk back. Right, I can't hear. Very warm welcome back to the Maba. We're just at the end of the first half break. The players out getting a little bit of core practice time. It's been an entertaining first 20 minutes. 54-41. The Matrix are leading the Macau Black Bears. The Black Bears are ABL contenders this year. It's a pre-season tournament for them. We're in the same group as KCC Eggers from South Korea, and Partizan from Serbia. Aegis beating Partizan 86-80 earlier on today.
So NS Matrix, actually the players come from, some of them play in the Texas Legend. Obviously, Vian is from the Philippines. He's been playing a lot of the tournaments around the Southeast Asia. Last year he played with the NS Matrix. The Macau Black Bear, last year they played as the Long Lion, but this year in the area they changed the name to the Macau Black Bear because they just changed the location from China to Macau, even though they're actually technically at the same country.
Indeed it is. It can all get very little bit confusing, but Anthony Tucker is a familiar face for us all. And he's been rather becalmed as Anthony Tucker. He was one before the game that you were saying, hey, looking forward to seeing how Tucker performs today. He's the leader for the Black Bears, but hasn't been leading today.
Yeah, especially the shot. I think, like I said earlier, I don't like that he's taking too many early three-point shots. As a team, they took 27 three-point shots compared to only 13 two-point shots. So a very huge disparity between these two attempts. And it's not looking good right now for Macau Black Bear.
13 points is the biggest lead we've had at all for the Matrix. This is the fourth match today. This tournament, it's two groups of four. The teams will play each other in a round-robin tournament today, tomorrow and Thursday. Rest day Friday. We come back on Saturday for the placings matches. 7th, 8th, 5th, 6th. And then the two semi-finals leading to the finals and bronze medal match on Sunday. Good tournament, the 4th Mutiara Cup. And if this quality continues, get yourself down here because there's some very, very good basketball on display. Avia from outside, off the rim, and McKinney picks up the second ball. McKinney's got Nathan Yu outside of him. He goes the other way. Long-range three-pointer, doesn't drop, and Juk. Another long-range alley-oop, and Anthony Walker is left holding on to the basket, which nearly comes down on top of him. McKinney drives through the challenge from Ong Wei-yong.
McKinney trying to leave the Macau Black Bear, sticking all the way to himself, saw the lane open, and then even though there's a little bit contact, absorb it, no fall, but you're able to finish.
Corbin, 0 for 3 we are in three-point land this time. That's a bit more realistic. Crazy shooting, 8 for 12 in the first from the Matrix. Yeah, didn't move his feet quick enough. Ong Wei-yong, first personal foul against him. There've not been many fouls. It's been a very, very quick and pacey game.
Yeah, Macau Black Bear, they don't have the size advantage, so they just like to play run and gun, going a lot of transition three-point shots. Sometimes it works, most of the time in this game it's not working for Macau.
Don't rule them out though. They are certainly capable of putting in 10 points in a minute very quickly. Kane onto Tucker. Oh, nearly dispossessed. And McKinney just rescues possession, but shot clock down to 3 seconds. McKinney gets the shot away. And Watkins picks up the rebound and can come inside and is blocked by Avia and spins over the top. And all over the place, and possession will go to Macau.
Very frustrating. Ryan Watkins tried to find something. He couldn't find anything. Luckily, the ball was last touched by Anthony Walker. Macau possession.
Well, they ran a few risks there. They ran the shot clock down, and Tucker for 2. Little fadeaway jumper, nicely played. Double digits for Tucker. Avia's got Jock. Quick feet, great athlete. Talk about Jock, not Avia, but that's a nice little spin and turn from Avia. Picks up his own board for 2.
Avia, a smart player, even though he couldn't finish in the first attempt, he knows that he can get the offensive rebound and put it back.
Tucker, he's up the ante, goes past Corbin, drives the lane, outside the 3, wide open, but off the rim. Opportunity missed, and Watkins, he goes outside. Tucker for 3. He's in and out. And Walker able to pirouette away. Avia to Corbin. Walker stands available on time and space. He misses the 3. And a rather clumsy challenge from Joe Avia. It'll be his first personal foul, second foul against Matrix this quarter.
Way off three-point shot, but well, But the key here actually Macau Black Bear, they got a lot of opportunity and open shot, just couldn't knock down their shots on the previous possession.
Like Hai Tong steps out, Liu Ji Hao steps in. McKinney again, he's got terrific acceleration. Watkins steps back for the three, that's better. Second big three for Ryan Watkins. And then at the other end, he's the one who picks up the board ahead of Walker. Tucker into Watkins, fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line for two.
A smart move actually by Tucker, finding Watkins underneath, but I think Watkins wasn't even ready to finish the bus. Quite surprised there, but not a very smart move by Tyrell Corbin, falling right.
Michel Roussi is the match referee. Umpire Zhong Wai Chong and Tie Xian Lu. Watkins. They've reduced the gap now to just 7. Corbin under. Ong did well under a lot of buffeting to retain possession. And then he tries to take on Ryan Watkins and can't lift it over. Walker onto Ong, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lifts it up off the board to Veer, puts it back in.
Was it a shot attempt or was it a pass by Wong?
Well, Veer and Ong then running into each other. The outside shot from Kevin Yu. Watkins big and strong and fouled. And that'll be the personal against 14. His third personal.
Walking, even though not being that tall, but he's used his size and space to get the ball underneath, putting the pressure defensively inside the paint for the NS Matrix as Jaleel Roberts are coming in for Tyrell Corbin.
Jamil was such a big part of the Matrix in this tournament last year. He's happened to play second fiddle to the Texas All-Stars who've come in.
I think Coach Brian Lester, the head coach for the NS Matrix, might just want to try different things this year. Putting a small ball lineup where Viala playing the center position and Jalil becoming the backup defensively for the NS Matrix.
Watkins misses the first. Shooting just under 70% from the foul line. You want it to be a little bit... You want it to be up at 80% from the foul line. Here is Roberts, backed into Watkins. And well, trying to dink it over. Good awareness from Ong. Stays in play as well. A lovely fade. 2 for Ong Wei Young.
What a move here by Ong, splitting the D, faking every defender there. Easy layup, easy 2-point for Ong.
McKinney. Outside, looks for Liu. Real battle there. Ong was projected a long way away from the ball. Big smile from him, but...
Ong here trying to defending. Much bigger Liu Jinjiao.
4 team fouls, 5 team fouls now against the Matrix. So every foul now will go to the foul line. Ong's third personal. McKinney outside to Watkins, Tucker. Yu, lost possession on the shot clock. I think he's late on the shot clock. And then out of play for Tucker. Calamity on calamity there for the visiting Black Bears.
It was Nathan Yu, couldn't handle the ball, had to pass it. Cost them the shot clock violation.
Ong Wei Young steps out to rapturous applause from the Malaysians on the bench, who aren't getting a lot of court time, it must be said.
Actually, Ong in a foul trouble. He got 3 personal fouls, hence the substitution.
Jeff Yans, he's on. Jock. Jamil Roberts over his marker with authority.
Jock, not only that he can shoot, he can pass also to Jalil Roberts for the easy slam dunk.
McKinney, fadeaway jumper, and Roberts then those long arms stretching, then throws it away. Great athleticism from McKinney. Got back and held onto the ball, and now lifts it over Jamil. Oh, then gets a block and holds the ball up against the rim. There's a lot of fun going on out there.
That's Jalil Roberts' third personal foul. Yeah, it was obvious foul because Watkins was going upstream and Jalil Roberts pushing his body towards Watkins. An easy call for the referee.
That's been a great battle between Jalil Roberts and Watkins. Watkins gets the extra point. And the gap is now 11. Matrix have kept it good. Jock outside. Oh, despite the efforts from Tucker, it's a two-pointer from Jock. Number 14's got a game-high 19 points. And that's pushed wide. Avia do love his work. He's not the star man, but he always puts in a good shift, and just too high off Tucker. Possession will go the way of Jeff Viernes and the Matrix. Jock Avia outside.
A good hustle shown by Viernes, trying to keep the ball alive in Matrix possession, but just not enough time for him.
The advertising hoarding is taking a bit of a battering today. King Henry VIII College is the one that is just recovering. Seri Mutiara Cup, 4th edition. It's turning into a nice annual event, a season opener for the ABL. Good exhibition teams. McKinney out wide to Tucker. Well, he's really not firing today, Anthony Tucker. Jock, the high bounce, won it. Walker can only feed McKinney, who is firing. Tucker, let's see what he can do this time. He can drive the lane, off the glass for two, and draws the foul.
Tucker needs to do that much more often instead of just settling for the jumper. He needs to be more aggressive on the driving in, putting the pressure on the defensive. Viernes has to do something to stop the attacking of Anthony Tucker.
Takes him on to 13 points, the extra point. Still a 10-point lead for the Matrix. 3:30 to play in the third quarter. Viernes forgot to take the ball with him. He's a bit fortunate that he's retained possession, but the shot clock will be down to 12 seconds on the inbound.
A little bit of aggressive here from Nathan Yu. He's going over Viernes' body, has the foul call. So Nathan Yu pick up another personal foul, and 14-second shot clock being reset.
Viernes. Jock didn't like the fact he didn't get the ball, but Viernes finds Walker. A little pushback too for Walker, who's got this amazing ability to hang in the air with those long limbs as well. Very difficult opponent. Anthony Walker, one of 4 players in double digits. Outside Tucker for Yu. And Tucker an easy putback. Jalil Roberts on his heels, Tucker on the front foot. Tucker up to 15.
Biala wasn't even ready for the pass. He's not in a good position, and Viernes thought that he wasn't ready for the pass and fumbled. Another turnover for NS Matrix.
Tucker drives through Walker. Beautiful layup. Now he's starting to play Anthony Tucker.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep driving, keep pushing, not settling for the jumper. Putting the pressure on NS Matrix defense.
Corbin spin, blocked by McKinney. Avia. Oh, such aggression under the boards for Avia. Not only picking up the ball, but the power to convert it into 2 points.
Ooh, an extra unnecessary contact there.
And they hurt. They do hurt. You'll be seeing stars.
So the whistle was blown already.
Yeah, it's in the eye and on the bridge of the nose, which is never nice. There will be 2 shots. Jaleel Roberts. Was that right?
Yeah, because NS Matrix is already over the team foul limits.
What was
and
that?
I don't think it was Robert that made the foul. The reaching, I think, was before that.
Whatever. Tucker dusts himself down, blows away the cobwebs, and misses the one. That wasn't the script. I wasn't building up to that.
He's not finding his rhythm tonight in terms of the shooting form for Anthony. Look a little bit frustrated there.
He does, doesn't he? That's a bit better for Tucker. Even though he's not on full cylinders, he's still top scoring for the Bears with 18. Avia. Another layup, the unspectacular work for Avia. He's now on to 20 points. Joe Avia leading all scorers. Tucker from downtown for 3. It was a short-lived all-scoring lead for Avia. Tucker now has that what a move from Corbin. Looks for Big Jaleel, who can't handle it once again. Tucker in transition, steps out for 3. Jaleel atones for his cough, and Viens is denied. First play we've seen from Lau Champong, and it's a good rejection. Tucker outside for 3, and they've suddenly exploded, and it's just a 5-point ball game now. It was as high as 13, let's not forget.
A much better shot selection, transition 3, bypasses not from himself. Anthony Tucker, he need to be more composed here.
Tucker won't like that one. Jeff Viens up and over. Avia picks up the short pass. It'll be an assist for Viens, and an intentional one. McKinney. Outside, blocked by Jaleel. Viens and Avia. Jaleel Roberts. The alley-oop didn't quite come off. Well, what a scrappy 2 that is from Avia, but it epitomizes Joe Avia.
Avia is a bruiser. He's going to bulldoze his way, find any way just to get the ball into the basket.
Final 10 seconds of the quarter. It's a 9-point lead for the Matrix. Tucker running out of time, drives the lane, goes for it himself, and is rejected. And then a big rejection for Anthony Walker. Goaltending is the call. The 2 will count.
Here you see, why is it a goaltending? Because he was, I think, at the apex of the basketball, hence the call. So 2-point will count.
Derek King with the 2, sorry. And the end of quarter score is 74-65. Matrix, they lost it a little bit. The Bears got it back down to 5, but we're set up for an entertaining final stanza, I think, Mislan.
McKinney actually tried to do every single thing, but this is one of the points in this third quarter, but I think Macau need more from him.
Anthony Tucker came to play in this third quarter for the Macau Black Bears in black, but they also came up with a lovely little move from Ong Wei-Yong. That got the biggest share of the night.
Yeah, definitely Ong showing the potential here. Another replay for him. that move, we know that he got potential. He just need more exposure, more experience.
And then a bruising big 2 for Jaleel Roberts. There is only 2 of the game, would you believe? Jeff Byrnes up and over the outstretched arm, and it was a little pushback in from Anthony Walker for Negri Sembilan. They've got 4 players in double digits. Avir leading the way on 24. And Avir, the big number 31, is probably the standout player, but the least flashy player on the court.
Correct, he does all those little things, all those not flashy, the bruiser work, the blue collar jobs for the NS Matrix.
Brian Lester, a boxer's stance. We've got a fight coming on here, he says. This game is not over. 74-67 is the score at the end of the third. So the lead is just 7 points. And Anthony Tucker is coming into his all. How do you see this one going in the final quarter?
NS Matrix, they have been playing very good throughout the whole tournament. Once they find the rhythm, once they find the comfort zone, they're very hard to stop. Macau, there has the disadvantage. Anthony Tucker is actually the second biggest guys on the floor, so sometimes a little bit of mismatch, especially on the defensive end. Anthony Munker not playing that well on the defensive end. That cost Macau this game.
Macau also only shooting just under 40%, whereas Matrix is shooting 53%, so they'll want to get those shooting stats up in this final quarter. First chance to do so is wayward. Possession will go the way of the Black Bears, but if you're shooting under 40%, you're not going to win many ball games, Mislam.
Especially if those shots are actually a tough shot from the three-point shot. That's why I said Macau, they don't take many easy high percentage shots. They always go for the three-point shot. You see another example by Ryan. Now it's McKinney's turn.
And both of them missed. They're 11 of 38 shots from downtown. 38 attempts from downtown. Jock. Nice possession from Tucker. McKinney looks on the inside. Tucker's outside. Drives the lane, will draw the foul. It'll be a first foul against Byrnes. Third foul against Byrnes.
Third personal foul.
I like when Anthony Tucker go driving in, giving him an option, creating space for his teammate. But the percentage, the shot for Macau, they really need to get a better shot.
McKinney. Now there's the basket won't count, but there is a defensive foul.
Yeah, another aggressive penetration by McKinney, forcing, I think, fourth personal foul by Jaleel Roberts.
So Jaleel Roberts in a bit of a trouble.
And now they're complaining why it's not a two-point shot. I mean, why it's not a free throw shot, because it was a layup attempt.
It was indeed. Michel Russi has to sort that one out with the...
Are they going to stick with the inbound call?
They called the foul first, is what the explanation is. Before the shot went in. 74-67 still. Tucker. Pressure from Corbin. The fancy assist really didn't help Lau Chompong. And they run out of time trying to get the shot away. Shot clock violation, and that is careless. You don't want to be doing that when you're chasing a game. Substitution stepping in, a double change, Yu and Lai. Avir carries on his work into the paint. Lifts it up, gets his own rebound, has a battle, knocks it out to Byrnes. Walker is blocked off. And there's a travelling against Anthony Walker.
A late call. by the referee, but nevertheless a very good call. I think this was a shot. It doesn't count because it was a traveling violation first.
And in a tight game, such small errors can really hurt you. Watkins well guarded. So they've got to go over the top for Watkins, and he does well to get two, but he needed a peach of an assist coming in from Anthony Tucker.
A very good pass here from Anthony. Realized that Watkins get a mismatch.
18 points for Ryan Watkins. Here's Avia. Walker, bounce pass, and from way out downtown. He flew to the bucket for two. Anthony Walker, what a spectacular player. Watkins, far more pedestrian, blocked off by Walker, who thought he got all ball.
Anthony Walker, a high flyer, so Ryan Watkins knows that he tried to fake the shot, letting Anthony jumping into his way and able to get a contact. 2 free throws for Watkins.
For Walker, it's his first personal foul. Has been a very clean game. Players have let each other express their skills and the downtown shooting.
Especially Macau, they don't fall that much. And they don't play that hard defense either. Sometimes they just let it go.
It's not quite exhibition, but it's akin to exhibition, some of it. Again, 38 shots from outside. That's exhibition stuff. Watkins, he's more prosaic. And Ryan Watkins moves on to 20 points. Corbin, yet to open his account. Jock from outside. Walker thought that was going to drop him. This time he didn't fly. Tucker loses the ball, takes out Jeff Yearns, but Corbin, beautifully played by Jock. And there'll be a foul, so it'll be 2 points plus going to the line. I think the personal is against 10 McKinney, which is bad news because it moves him on to 4 personal fouls for the Black Bears.
Anthony McKinney has been playing almost the whole time in this game. Hence the foul trouble.
Indeed, he's been on the court for 28 minutes of the 33 that we played. Corbin still can't trouble the scorers. And the lead is just 5. That is well within range for the Bears. Tucker loses the ball, but it's come off Walker.
Tucker a little bit off in this game. Not only that he cannot find his shot, his rhythm, he's also made all those rare mistakes that usually won't see in his game.
Fadeaway jumper though moves him on to 26 points. He was listening to you, Mislan, he was listening. Anthony Tucker, 26 points, and it's a 3-point ball game now. The screen from Walker. Yearns, faced by McKinney. McKinney will be fouled out of this game and doesn't like the call.
Disbelieve McKinney because he knows that he got the 5th foul. And there's still a lot of time, 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game as McKinney cannot longer play in this game after pick up the 5th personal foul.
Timeout has been called by Negri Zembla Matrix. Just trying to make sure they can capitalize on McKinney fouling out because he's been such a valuable part of the offense for the Macau Black Bears. How will they replace him? Let's again just try and get inside the huddle. See what Brian Lester has to say for the Matrix.
Out of the game, they're going to go to that point guard. What's his name? Point guard. Tucker they're looking at. Nice screen to him now. Let's come out and left. High screen with Tucker. When it comes off the screen, we're going to trap. And behind, we're just going to rotate out of it. All right? It's not going to be easy or normal. He's going to be the one they're looking for. Yeah. So anything with him, we trap. Anything with Walker, we trap. Let's just try it. Okay?
Well, at one stage, this was quite a comfortable lead for the Matrix. They led by 13. The Black Bears, without really pulling out the stops, have pulled us back to 3. 6:45 still to go. Looking forward to seeing how this one finishes, to see if the Matrix ran out too quickly. And when we come back, Jeff Yearns will be going to the line.
The key player in this game got to be Anthony Tucker for the Macau Black Bear. If he can play really well, handling his team, commanding his team, maybe they can take the lead away from the NS Matrix.
Matrix shooting 85%. 8 of 9 from down the foul line. Fiant himself is 2 of 3, 2 of 4. 4-point ball game. Here is the aforementioned Anthony Tucker. Macau Black Bears, who play in the ASEAN Basketball League. It's a pre-season warm-up. The screen from Watkins. 7 seconds on the clock when Tucker tries an ambitious 3. Corbin, quick release pass to Björns. Big rejection from Yu. Needed to be from Nathan Yu.
Good effort shown by Nathan Yu, going back on the transition defense and denying the pass from Björns to his teammate.
Jock, he was hitting from 3-pointers a lot in the first. That'll be a 2. Extends the lead to 6. Jock's personal tally up to 21.
Yeah, Jock is very dangerous. Everyone on the floor. Especially, he's a very nice jumper.
Jeff Eanes with the foul. That's the 3rd team foul against the Matrix in this final quarter. And for Jeff Yearns, it's his 3rd personal. Tucker. Up and over, that's spectacular. Anthony Tucker coming out to play. 28 points for him on an off night. Corbin. This will need some real game management by Matrix. Avia lifts it over Watkins for 2. Avia's been the go-to man. He's on 26 points. But Tucker beginning to come into his own. Lovely bounce pass into Watkins and Yu for 2.
Better ball movement by the Macau Black Bear, but here comes the NS Matrix. Not this time by Björns.
They've been becalmed from 3-point land. They haven't hit one in the second half, having hit 8 in the first. Foul this time will go against Jock. Overly physical on Watkins, who's got a permanent grin on his face, Watkins. He just seems to be loving this game.
And I think NS Matrix is over the team limit now. 5th team foul, so Wright is going to go to the free throw line. Here you can see the red flag actually come out for the NS Matrix.
It has the scoreboard hasn't caught up, but it is team fouls, and so Watkins goes to the line. He's good for the first. He's 4 of 5 from the foul line, 5 of 6. And the game is down to 2 points. And we've not been this close since middle of the second quarter. And the energy levels go up from the Bears. Björns, Walker. Where's the showboating now? Jock outside for 3. Needed to drop, it doesn't. Watkins gets the rebound. 4:44 to play, long pass. Well, Tucker can't believe that Lei Kai Tong didn't recognize the intention.
Another unforced error, uncharacteristic pass by Anthony Walker.
Corbin. Avia. Time to turn and lay up for two.
Avia again and again giving points for the NS Matrix with his soft touch. Whenever NS Matrix needs some boost, Avia is there.
And you're right, into the soft touch as well. Outside, and Avia, a big long arm. Tucker head in hands. But the lead is only 4:14 to play. We've had already a couple of really close games today. Watkins outside for three. Yes. Oh, yes. Ryan Watkins, 25 points for him. His third triple. We're at the Maba basketball court in the heart of downtown Kuala Lumpur. It's the 4th Mutiara Cup. Negri Sembilan Matrix leading by a point. Flying Anthony Walker.
Macau Black Bear changed the defensive to a zone defense, but it's not a problem for Anthony Walker. Able to find a slight space in the Macau defense.
Tucker. And Watkins touches in for 27 for him. Avia again. A little bit more risky, and the more soft hands from our big fella Avia. Loving his work. 30 points for him, leading all scorers. 3 points the lead for the Matrix. Yu outside. The three is wayward from Derek King.
I think outside of Whitkin, most of Macau players not hitting the outside shot.
Macau got 3 timeouts still remaining. Matrix have still got 2. So although there's 3 minutes left on the clock, there's still plenty of ball to play here on match day 1 of the Seri Mutiara Cup. Jeff Jans. Avia again. Under real pressure from Nathan Yu. 5 seconds on the clock. Jock outside. Doesn't drop. Walker gets the hand back, but it drops into Anthony Tucker. Watkins and Avia working really hard. The screen from Jeff Vines to block off Tucker. Yu outside. Thrown away, not quite. Watkins, now the shot comes in, and it's short. They shot clock violation, and they worked so hard to create the space, and Derek King and Nathan Yu couldn't get a shot away.
Basically the story of the game for Macau Black Bear. They're moving the ball well, everything. They got the open shot. They just couldn't hit it way off the target most of the shots in this game.
87 to 84, 2 minutes left.
Last two minutes.
Walker, fadeaway jumper, somehow stayed out. Not quite sure how. Physics never was my strong point. Tucker into Watkins, under pressure. Avia, he takes the board. In transition, looks for Jock. Beneath, no foul. Tucker in transition. Yu beneath the boards. Outside. Tucker off the rim. 1:12 to play, and the Matrix will want to slow this down.
Oh, what a sequence just now. Macau Black Bear, they has all the players just not the right spot to shoot the ball.
They're shooting under 40%. That's been the problem. Into the final 60 seconds. Björns from a long way out. Can't get there. Walker off Watkins' shoulder will draw the foul. And that is an acknowledged foul from Lai Katong. His second personal. And the timeout has been called.
Frustrating Macau players and the bench because they know Anthony Tucker was actually wide open, but the teammates just didn't realize that until the last minute.
Plenty of time for Macau to still go and win this. You've just got to execute better than they have been all game.
You just need to make the shot. So the story for the game for Macau, they just can't find the shot. Just now it was Negri's similar matches that called a timeout. Macau only has 2 timeouts left, even though previously they got 3 timeouts, but once it reached under the 2 minutes timeouts, only 2 timeouts they have, even though they got the 3 timeouts, but after the 2 minutes mark, only 2 timeouts allowed per team.
So they only have 1 remaining.
No, they have 2.
Still have 2.
Instead of 3.
Ah, okay, got you. Underneath Javia, the 5-point ball game, 42 seconds on the clock. Javia, 32 points, top scoring. Tucker looks for space. Soft hands, doesn't drop, but Watkins beaten by who else? Joe Avia. And then thrown away, Tucker. Looks for Watkins outside for 3, that doesn't drop. Björns, of all players, is able to take the rebound, draws the foul. Jeff Björns. And 14 seconds to manage with a 5-point lead and going with possession for the Matrix. It's just about there.
They're still not on with a fall, a team limit fall. So inbound ball to NS Matrix, almost turned the ball over.
No foul called against Tucker. Now he's being called a technical for a look, it must be said. Nothing more. Technical against Anthony Tucker.
Anthony was frustrated. He said he wanted to fall, but the referee doesn't blow the whistle. The Macau player trying to stop the game, but NS Matrix was more smarter than that. They moved the ball, they won't let Macau to fall them, trying to burn as much time as possible in the shot clock.
So we'll have the first of the points for Jock. That should make the game safe.
Just like the previous situation, they get 2 free throws from the team foul and another free throw from the technical foul and a possession.
And just to add to the confusion, a timeout is being called by the Matrix in the midst of the free throws. What promised to be a pulsating end has rather faded away a little bit, rather disappointingly, but it doesn't take away the fact we've had some fine 3-point shooting, particularly in the first stanza by Negri, Sembla and Matrix, and they've managed the game very well in the second half.
Especially in the second quarter when Jeff Björns heating up from the 3-point line, and also Peter joining him, going to, I think, 3 or 4 straight, a 3-point shot by the NS Matrix.
One shot.
So we've had the two. Now is the extra one shot to be taken by Jeff Jens.
One shot.
And then possession also. So in the end, this will look actually very comfortable. 7 points. It's not been that. We got as close as 2 midway through the final quarter. And Anthony Tucker looked like he was about to turn it on. Corbin and Walker, who's shown us some spectacular skills, and he's in possession of the ball as the final buzzer goes, and Negri Sembilan Matrix get their Seri Mutiara Cup campaign off to a winning start. They've won this one by 7. They've won it 91-84.
A very good game shown by the NS Matrix, and this year they have much more deep bench, much a better player compared to last year, so we're hoping NS Matrix will go far in this year's tournament.
In a strictly neutral manner, of course. The Black Bears, they promise much, but in the end they've been beaten by 91-84. Let's have a little look at the best of the highlights. And well, McKimmie, he was an important figure until he fouled out, and in many ways that could have been crucial, because Michael McKimmie, he had 17 points and was looking very, very dangerous. Fouled out with over 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, if McKinney was in the game when they were close 2 points, it might be a different story. But however, the game, NS Matrix was more dominant. They play well as a team, and they are much more deeper compared to Macau. Macau looks like a little bit short-handed, not has the size advantage. They have the speed, but then their shots are not falling in this game, as here is the guy, Anthony Walker, the high flyer, highlight risk material for the NS Matrix.
Indeed, it was one heck of a highlight reel, but it's Avia who just managed to work so many points out of nothing. That one was Walker picking up the 2 points. But Avia, he scraps and he scraps and he scraps, gets the possession. And Avia, he did the dirty work. The fancy work was done by the likes of Walker. But the other end, Watkins had a fine performance. Ryan Watkins with 27 points. But Avia with a little bounce pass onto the flying Anthony Walker. And then in transition, Corbin tries to set up the play for Walker, and he tips in. So all in all, the guests of Negri Sembilan Matrix have entertained us. They've enabled the Matrix to get off to a winning start, and we've had a little cameo from Ongwei Yong as well.
So not a very good game for the Macau, especially for Anthony Tucker. Not his optimal, his usual self. A lot of mistakes, and most of these shots is not falling. So hopefully Anthony Tucker can bounce back from this game.
Here's the results from today. 4 matches in the day. Illawarra thrashing the Long Lions 87-71. KCC Aegis beating Partizan 86-80 in Group A. That's the same group as the Matrix. The later results, Matrix beating the Black Bears 91-84. It'll be a good game when they play. Texas All-Stars just edging out the Fubon Braves. There have been some really good games. Tomorrow we've got the Black Bears versus Partizan. Fubon taking the Eastern Long Lions. That's 3 o'clock the action starts, 5 o'clock the Fubon games. And in the evening at 7 o'clock, KCC Aegis against the Matrix to see if they can carry on this fine form. And then Illawarra, probably the most impressive team, they will take on the Texas All-Stars. That is a match worth seeing, 9 o'clock tomorrow.